Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining ASTE, Alibaba.com Seller Training e-course. This is Advanced Seller Training Part 2. We have orientation again in 2 weeks, and we'll do Part 1 again in 4 weeks. So I had a little pivot this week because there's been some updates to the platform, and I want to go over those real time with some of our sellers. That way, if you guys have any questions, we can certainly get those answered. But I'm your host, Chad Michael Renner. I'm the Director of North America Account Management out of our New York City office. I'm also a B2B e-commerce expert and was a previous seller on the platform for many years before joining the company. So I know what it takes. There's some growth support for your journey here and some links here, as well as my email information and Gmail information. Anyone who attends this webinar can shoot me an email and I'll send you a copy of the presentation because I probably will move through some things more quickly than normal. So that being said, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go through the first few slides a little bit quicker because I want to do a live demonstration on the new portal and the new AI tools, as well as some more background on how to launch, some advertising campaigns and some premium sponsored ads and things of that nature. Okay. So U.S. exporters must first understand the market structure and the final destination for their goods. This is like the first thing in selling goods internationally, right? Where are you selling the goods to? What are the import regulations there? Export strategy will depend on the final destination's country's policy regarding the products you're selling or the market you're selling into, right? So to export your product successfully, you need to target overseas importers, distributors, wholesalers, retailers. This is what Alibaba B2B platform is used for. It's different than selling on Amazon.com, Walmart.com, eBay.com. We're not selling to the end consumer, right? It's a longer sales cycle. It's a little bit more strenuous of an onboarding process, so to speak. But if you align it with your company and its goals and target in well, you can bridge a lot of gaps in distributions without having to travel so extensively. So just remember that Alibaba is a B2B marketplace, right? Importers, distributors, wholesalers, retailers. This is a global lead generator. You need to look at this as kind of like a 24/7 trade show, like your trade show booth, right? As well as, it's an online catalog, right? You can use the link to your storefront and send it out to people, potential business partners, right, that want to know more about your product. So let me show you in the new seller portal, for example, if you wanted to know what your customer facing storefront looks like, right, your link to your storefront, you click this little visit store here next to the name of your company. So this is the new seller portal when you log in. If you have this seller portal, it's virtually the same thing. This is the old one. They're doing some A/B testing and they've updated. And so I want to go through the updated platform today, which is virtually everything here on the left is almost exactly the same. It's just a little bit more user friendly and a little less complicated. So if you see this when you log in, just know it's virtually the same process. Don't be confused by that. But if you click on this visit store here, that takes you to your customer facing storefront. So this is Concession Kings. This is their link. You can email, share this link on social media. This is your online catalog, right? This is your B2B business. So that's also a tool if you're not utilizing it, in today's world where we do so much communication through technology and emails. This is you can even turn this into a QR code and put it on your trade show booth, right? So just some thoughts and ideas there. Okay, so moving forward, a little bit about the export and import process, right? You have to know where you sit in the supply chain, right? Are you a manufacturer? Are you a distributor? Are you a wholesaler, a shipper? You have to understand what part of the supply chain does my business sit, and how do I utilize Alibaba to grow my business, right? So this is just a simple outline of kind of how export and import process works, right? A lot of it really depends on the final destination for the goods, but you need to understand, there's foreign trade zones, right? These are designated sites near U.S. ports of entry that allow importers and exporters of all sizes to move goods in and out of the country, paying reduced or no custom duties, taxes, or fees, right? So think about, Hong Kong, Australia, the UK, Dominican Republic, Brazil. These are all free trade zones. So if you're new to export, right, if you're a USA seller and you're new to selling globally and you're utilizing Alibaba, these are typically the foreign trade zones are the areas you want to target in on first, right? Things to consider when exporting, right? Payment terms, damages, shipping terms. When does the title of goods transfer? What does the supply chain look like? Can the importer take possession of the goods in the US? A lot of times, overseas retailers will have USA purchasing offices and consolidating warehouses where they just take possession of the goods here in the US, consolidate their loads and export it and bring it into their own country. That's the best way to sell internationally, right? Because the transfer title would the title would transfer when you sell the goods to them here in the US. So you don't even have to deal with all the complicated duties, taxes, and regulations. They're already dealing with those on products they're bringing in, right? So I'm going to move past these slides. Here's your key takeaways. I want to do more of live demonstrations today. So, all right, I reviewed this in the orientation session, but just a quick review. Most important thing when getting started on Alibaba is getting your products listed. You need to understand the product listing types. There's what Alibaba calls ready to ship and customized, right? Those are the two product listing types. And then we're going to upload a product together in the new portal, and there's some cool AI tools we're going to go through. But think of it this way, all right? So you have a catalog of 100 products, all right? So you have all your product information in an Excel spreadsheet. You need to send that to our posting team so they can upload it for you, right? Think about what you need, what sort of information you need to form a product listing, right? You need a product title, you need imagery, you need product pricing. This is on you to come up with, right? But once you have all of that information gathered, you need to think of your strategy, right? Do I want to upload my products ready to ship or customized? So ready to ship products, these are products that can be ordered by the buyer, meaning the transaction actually occurs directly on the platform. There's an option for them to start an order or pay through the platform. You ship the order, it goes to your Alipay and is released to your bank account, right? This is best for, packaged goods, finished goods, any branded products that are made to stock or that can be sold by the case. And then customized product, think of this as just like a lead generation posting. The buyer can inquire about the product, but cannot actually transact and check out through the Alibaba.com platform. So this is like a catalog, right? An online catalog. This is really good for private label goods or custom large volume orders. Most likely you want a combination of both of these posted to your Alibaba.com storefront, right? We're going to upload our products, our 100 list of products, right, with a high MOQ and really good incentive pricing, and as a customized listing where if someone wants to buy a pallet or container of this product, we can generate a lead through the platform. And then we can upload it. If it's a branded product, we can upload it by the case as well. It's a combination of both, right? You can have one listing, RTS listing, where you're selling a case pack, look, you don't come to Alibaba to order a 2-pack of toothpaste, right? You go to Amazon. You come to Alibaba to order a 30-pack of toothpaste. So if you're selling toothpaste, right, you could have an RTS listing with a case pack of 36, and you're selling a case by the case with one MOQ, right? And then you have another customized lead generation posting where the MOQ is maybe 100 cases or pallet, or 10 pallets for a container. And so you're generating leads for both types of businesses. You have to think, your B2B marketplace is pretty big. You have mom and pop shops, bodegas, smaller grocery chains, large households that have a home business, right? A lot of buyers that want to maybe order in bulk and volume, but maybe necessarily can't meet the high MOQs with the manufacturer. So here's what I'm saying. Most likely you want a combination of both of these posted to your Alibaba.com storefront. RTS product listings to target domestically, right, here in the US with lower MOQs and shipping costs calculated in. And then you customize product listings to target larger businesses with higher MOQs and range pricing incentive, importers, distributors, wholesalers, retailers, right? So I was going to upload tip number one. You want to list your products in a way that makes sense for your business. And I'm going to upload an RTS product today so you can see how that process is done. I think I did a customized listing last month. But some things to think about, right? Where do you sit in the business supply chain, right? Are you selling branded products, your own products, or you offer private label services? This is going to impact how you upload your products. If you're a private label manufacturer, right, you may upload just an image that with a blank label is this is what the product looks like. But in the product title, you want to make sure and let the consumer know, the business know that this is private label. So if you're selling vitamins and supplements, private label, right, you could say this is vitamin C capsule supplement pack of 24 private label. You want to, what I'm saying is you want to make sure and include that private label keyword in the product title. And you guys are the ones that come up with that and give that to the posting team or give that to your posting team internally within your business. So think about that, right? If you're trying to generate private label leads, then you want to have private label on your product title. So somebody that looks at the listing knows this isn't a branded product, this is private label product, etc. But how does your business generate new sales leads? Do you go to trade shows, right? So what sort of information do you need to set up a new customer in your system? A lot of times, the best sellers, they use Alibaba as a big funnel, right? And they use its reach to grow its business, and they just redirect their Alibaba traffic. An inquiry comes in, and they redirect it to their website or create an account page, and they say, "Look, if you want to place an order with us, go fill out this form and submit it, or create your account here, and we'll give you pricing." Because the truth is, in the B2B marketplace, each order is going to be unique. It's a lot of times it's not going to be the same. So those are going to be negotiated most of the time off the platform, but you're going to utilize Alibaba's reach to grow your business and send them through a process in which you capture their information, right? And I'll show you what that looks like here in a few slides. But here's just some of my tips and tricks, right? I'm going to go ahead and post an RTS product with you today. So this is Concession Kings. Let me show you a little snapshot of them. They're one of the best sellers on the platform. They're a distributor and a wholesaler, and they main products are consumer packaged goods, anything you find in the 7-Eleven convenience store, usually big brands, and they're based in Cincinnati, Ohio. But they've kind of created a good system with Alibaba that integrates well with their business system. So I'm going to show you kind of how they've done that and why that's important. So here's this live demonstration here. So let's go to the portal. So when you log into Alibaba, it's going to take you to this page right here. And this is the new look into the new portal, by the way. So if it doesn't look exactly like this, it's not that anything's wrong. It's that you'll probably see this in the next few weeks in your portal as well. But just know that your data is, first of all, sorted by day. So if you wanted to see your data by week, here's a snapshot into your data. But if we wanted to post a new product, we want to post a product that somebody can go and transact and buy on the platform, right? We're going to post an RTS product. So we're going to go to products, and you're going to click on products here on the left-hand side of the screen, and then you're going to click on post a new product. That's going to take you to your product category listing where you choose, is this an RTS product or a customized listing? And then also choose the category, right? So let's do it this way. So hold on, I already had one saved in here. I will show you. Most of you might see we'll have this option to revert to previous version, right? It's virtually the same exact thing. It's just display looks a little bit different, right? So when you post a product, click on post products, it's going to have you select your category, right? So here's your category, right? So today I'm going to be uploading red hot cinnamon flavored candy, right? So I'm going to select candy. And then right here at the bottom is your two product types. So customization would be a lead gen post, and a ready to ship is a transactional posting. This is stocked, ready to go, right? So we're going to upload ready to ship. And then you click this and it takes you to the product listing page. Product listing page looks like this. Now there's some cool new things. There's some cool new AI features. So let's look at some of these AI features, all right? So first of all, on the right is your product information score. You want that to be 4.5 or above to have a good listing. It's on a scale of 0 to 5. So you would enter your product title. Now they have so we're going to sell Red Hot's original cinnamon flavored candy theater box, 5.5 ounce, right? You have an option here for title optimization now. This is cool. You can click on this, and it'll give you, based on the title you enter, here's your categories. Well, we already have it in that category. But if you wanted to do title optimization here on the right-hand side, you can click this little arrow and then send it in. And it'll say, hey, this is the title you picked, but we think this title would be better. So how cool is that, right? So you can apply. So we'll go ahead and apply this to the product title, and then it types it in, right? So we're going to select the category, and then here's the keywords. And if you want to do keyword expansion, there's a new AI tool here as well, where you can click this and keyword expansion, and you send it in, and it'll give you some suggestions, accurate keywords, right? Apply selected keywords. Okay, so we have too many keywords in here already. So what I would want to do is I would want to copy selected keywords, and then I can go in here and I can delete some of these double typed keywords that we have. All right, and then I'm going to paste in those keywords. Boom. So there we go. I've optimized that. You can see I'm still under the character limit. That's what it was saying before, is I had too many characters. So keep an eye out for that. So then you have your product photos. You just click here, and you can remove background as well, but you can upload an image. I already have all my images uploaded. It's fairly simple. In your video section here, I uploaded a video. That'll go. If you need to upload a video, you can do that in my Alibaba product center here. There is an option. Let me show you. Smart video right here. So you would add your product group. This is created. You create the product groups yourself. So in our storefront, I'll show you real quick here. Let me get a good example for you. If you go to our business facing storefront, right? Select my shop here. Computer's moving a little slow. My apologies. You can see that there's product categories here that we've created: candy, gum, and chocolate, chips, cookies, and snacks. You can make those on your own under the products tab, right? Assortment is where you create that. So if I click on assortment here, these are your groups that you create in your storefront, and you can add subgroups and manage products, and that's what's reflected here. So in the product group section on the product listing, I'm just showing you, you would select whichever product group that you want. If you wanted to add one, you could add a group, and it'll take you to that assortment page. As far as the attributes go, remember, this is a Chinese platform, and some of it doesn't really make total sense. Fill it into the best of your ability, or put in/a if some of these are funny. Like instructions for use, like you're gonna eat it, right? Like you don't even really have to say that, but just if it has an asterisk, it has to be filled in. So you can always put NA like that or something like that. So just my advice. To fill in as much of these as you can, because that'll make your product information score higher. Okay, so then type of product, right? Ready to ship. And we're saying we'll ship you one unit for $9.99, or 100 units for $5.99 each, right? This is the range pricing, and you select your unit here. And then for one unit, we'll get it to you in 4 days, and for 100 or more, we'll get it to you in 7 days. You want those to match up. So your quantity price and your shipping logistics, 100, 100. Okay. It's important. Package dimensions, just note that these are in centimeters and the metric system, and kilograms here, not pounds. Right now, it's best to just offer free shipping. So we've calculated the shipping costs into the price that we posted. So you would select United States, because that's where you're registered. And then calculate your score here on the right-hand side. So it's 4.5, so that's good. So you could go ahead and click submit. And I'll come back and show you what that product listing looks like. But I wanted to show you some of those new AI tools that you can use to help you, get better keywords, get better product titles, without having to do so much research on your own, right? So I thought that was kind of cool. All right, let's do this. Adding products to your showcase, right? Your showcase is your top sellers. If you have, let's say you have 100 products in your catalog, but 20% of them do 80% of the sales, right? That's your showcase. In your storefront, so if you go to the business facing side, this is what the customer would see who's shopping on your storefront. Your showcase is your top picks right here. So this is our showcase, right? If you wanted to edit your showcase, you can go to the products tab. And oops, sorry, you're going to go to the shop tab, my bad. So this is your online storefront, and you can click edit here. And then, so this is essentially the back end. This is your how you design your storefront, right? So if you click on your product showcase here, you can click to manage your showcase products. You just click on that, and that'll take you to your product showcase manager, which looks like this. And it gives you the impressions, clicks, inquiries, right? If you wanted to replace, you can click more, replace, right? And it'll even give you some AI options. It'll say, hey, these are the good ones to put in here right now. So I might click, oh, let's do this one for right now, and click OK. And then it'll put that one in there, right? Just like that. And then you have product features as well. You click edit here. You want to select all of these because this tells the system. Let's say they do a candy trade show. Hey, this is gummy candy. You want to make sure and have this selected if they're pulling data from the platform, right? From sellers. So there you go. There's that. Now, I want to show you how to kind of navigate the product growth system as well, because that's a really cool feature. So let me click out of all these tabs so I can get back organized here. So going back to the product growth center right here. If you've uploaded your products, this gives you some good suggestions on, hey, if you do this, you'll reach this much more of an audience. But it also breaks down your products into basic, potential, top, and super, okay? So you can see most of our products are basic products, but we have 180 top products and no super products. Let's say I wanted to get some super products. You can click on your top products. This shows you all of your, this is by the information score. So we have 120 really good products, and it also allows you to adopt a recommended marketing campaign that would help maybe some of these top products become super products. So it's all AI now, right? So you can click right here and click add campaign, and then you set your daily budget, right? Weekly budget, and you select all the products that you would want, and you would adopt the campaign. So it does it for you now, which is cool. But this is how it divvies it up. So I know that, hey, if I'm going to optimize products, I need to start with these 622 basic products because their information score is lower than 4.5, right, or 5.0. And you can add a campaign here for more basic products to get to more potential products. So these are cool new advertising features that are really helpful and really help you grow your product system. But it also shows you industry trending products, right? So if there's maybe they're doing an industry trend on chocolate bars, right? And we sell chocolate bars. It's going to give us all the instructions here. Then here's the chocolate candy one, right? You can see that we have 10 successful listings in this. And the system, this is utilizing Alibaba's reach to grow your business, right? They're putting your products out there in a candy bar trade show or a chocolate trade show. So we have 10 listings in this. So that's what this industry trending section is, right? And you can look at it here by month, right? So let's look by, it goes back to February, right? Here's we have 98 products, right? So this is additional on top of what we were doing. This is our industry trending product performance, right? And then it'll show you recent trends. So maybe if you want to see what more types of products to upload, maybe there's a lot of people looking for beverages or energy drinks or something like that, right? It'll tell you what those recent trends are, and then I'll also give you feedback on how to optimize some of your products, right? So pretty cool features here. So by the way, if you just click on My Alibaba at the top, it always takes you back to your home screen. That's important. You don't want to have a bunch of different tabs open. You can open up tabs, but close them out and log out, if you're logging in every day. Log out when you're finished. That way, everything kind of refreshes, and you're seeing the most recent page, or clear your history if you feel like you're not seeing that. But so this is the new information portal as well. So if I were to sort this by week, you can click here, and it'll give you your search impressions, page views, visitors with inquiries, and visitors with messages. Basically, inquiries plus messages is your total. I'm not sure why Alibaba. A product inquiry is when someone searches for a product, finds your product, and inquires directly about it. A message would be if they come across your storefront and they're looking at your catalog and they're like, oh, I want to send them a message. So it's just coming from a different source. But those things two combined are basically your total messages, right? Okay, so we're going to do the daily seller task list. Let's talk about that, and then we're going to go into the RFQ market and review some cool stuff. So, all right, so we've covered product listing types, right? Uploading an RTS product on our own, adding products to our product showcase, navigating the product growth system, right? So let's talk about, it's all about creating the foundation. We've got all of our products listed now. Now, what do we need to do to maintain optimal metrics? Well, there's three things on a daily basis that you need to do, and I'm going to show you what those three things are. But before I show you, I'm going to walk you through like kind of what that process looks like, right? So if we were selling this lip plumper right here on the left, right, we posted that product, an inquiry comes in from a customer. You want to kind of start thinking about how do we want to process all of this? Because once you scale this, it's going to be impossible to, the last thing you want to do is exchange 100 messages back and forth with 100 different people, all not to get a sale, right? So this is somewhat of a filtering process. Put the action back on the business that's looking to source from you, right? So they've inquired about this product, and we replied, and we said, basically, hey, if you want to place an order for this product, go to this link, fill out this form, and submit it, right? And so we put it back on them. If they go out and fill out the form, they're a legitimate business. They're putting their business information in, and they're most likely ready to buy. If they don't, then don't waste your time with it. That's my honest opinion here. So the buyer fills out the form and submits it. Either one of two things happen is basically what I'm trying to show with this graph. Either a new customer sale is generated, or you're capturing their information. You can add them to your email marketing database, and maybe they don't place an order this month, but 3 months from now, they do place an order. So let me do the live demo of what that looks like, because I think it gives a little bit better insight here. So, okay, so every day there's three things you want to do, and I'm going to show you the most standardized approach to this, right? Kind of the best standardized approach to this. All right, so if you click on My Alibaba, right, this takes you to the seller portal. You log in every day. This is what you're going to want to see. The first thing you're going to do is respond to messages. You might ask yourself, well, how are we going to do that? Well, I'm going to show you. So here's your portal, right? And you have 6 unread inquiries right here. So you can click on View Details is one way, or you can click on your left-hand bar over here and click on Messages. It'll take you to the Messages Center. And where you have the ability to save a templated response. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by that. So this is the Messaging Center. We have 16 unread, you can see, and it kind of sorts them all out for you. I have multiple tabs loading here. Let me click out of those. So we would click on the message. You have an option here for template. So I already have a templated response saved that basically says, look, if you want to place an order with us, follow these instructions, right? Create your wholesale inquiry account here. You may have to copy and paste the link into the browser. So what they're going to do is they're going to go to that link, right? And here's the application. So they're going to fill out an application. We're getting all their information up front. This is a filtering process, guys. This is why this is important. And then once they create an account, what does that look like? Well, let's say we go through and we respond to their templated response every day, right? So template here. And if you want to know how to save a template, which I haven't showed you yet, you can type anything, response to, and then you select template, save as template, and then it'll be there the next time, and all you have to do is click on it. So then all I have to do is go into the rest of these messages and input that template and send it over to them. Make sure you've gotten all unread messages. You can see this one's 24 hours pending. You definitely want to get those answered. So you would go through every day and reply to the inquiries and messages with the templated response until you clear those out to 0. That's step number 1, right? So we've got to clear all these out. And then let's say the customer actually follows the instructions. Well, you're going to get an email notification. Hey, someone created a new account. You can, let's say you're in global business, right? And you have sales reps for certain regions. Then you can forward that sales lead to that sales rep for that region, and they can follow up and close a sale, right? But virtually it looks like this. If someone were to go and fill out the form, then they get an email notification here in a lead generation folder that says, hey, here's my name, here's my anticipated volume, here's my email address, this is my company, this is where we're located. It gives you everything, and you can forward that to your sales team. That's how you utilize Alibaba to generate good B2B business and good sales leads. But you have to align it with how you add customers to your system. You may be able to automatically import this form straight into your CRM. Stuff like that is what can be a game changer, right? And then now they're shopping on here. So the point of this is let's say you're getting 100 inquiries a day, but only 10 are going out and filling out the form. Well, those are the 10 companies you want to concentrate on, right? Those are the legitimate businesses. You can feel like you've vetted them, you've done your due diligence, right? Because ultimately, Alibaba, we do vet everybody, but it's on you to make sure that that this is a legitimate thing, right? That's no one's responsible for your business but yourself. So that's a good way to standardize the messages, responding to messages. So that's step number one. So you've created the foundation, you've uploaded your products, you're logging in every day, you're responding to messages. There's only two more things that you have to do. The other two things that you need to do are you need to exchange business contact cards and add customers to your customer list, right? So under your contacts tab, there's a section called business cards. You're going to want to open up the received business cards. These are potential business clients that are, it's just exchanging business cards. This is virtually telling the system that you're interacting. And this, again, this is how we maintain optimal metrics to get star rated, right? So you can see this says send my card, all right? And you can see this one doesn't. So that's where I left off yesterday, right? So I'm going to go through every day and I'm going to click send my card till I get to the point where I left off the day before. And that's step number two. The third step is adding customers to your customer list, right? It's in the same tab, contacts tab. It's just under customer lists. Open that up in a new tab. Any customers that have come through your storefront within the last 24 hours that are good potential customers will be in an orange bubble on the top right-hand side. So there are 15 customers. So you're going to want to click on that every day. And at the top, you can click on this button and it'll select all 10 on the page here. So select all 10. You can only do 10 at a time. And then you're going to click on add to my customers. So every day you're going to do three things: respond to messages, exchange business cards, and add customers to your customer list, just like I just did. If you do those three things, you're going to have good optimal metrics organically on the platform. This is how you get good traffic, right? So responding to messages, exchanging business contact cards, adding customers to your customer list. Whoever's logging in and operating your account storefront on a daily basis, this is what they need to be doing after the products are uploaded, right? And so organically, this is important for star rating, right? If they're doing this every day, you should be a 2-star seller on the platform. To be 3 stars or above, you have to be spending some sort of advertising spend on the platform. It is somewhat a pay-to-play marketplace, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. There are some options with advertising, but PSAs are probably the best method, and this is where you can actually purchase a keyword for a year. So if you make peanut butter, right, you can actually purchase the keyword peanut butter for 12 months, and anyone that searches peanut butter, your peanut butter is going to populate number one. This creates a huge advantage. But also, once you start spending advertising money on the platform, you qualify to be 3, 4, or 5 stars. And so that it's like a snowball effect, right? The buyer quality traffic just keeps getting better and better and better. So speaking of star rating metrics, in your portal, I'll show you how to look at that. So you log in your seller portal. This is what it looks like, right? So store analytics, here we go. This gives you the data of your storefront, right? Your visitor analysis, your top traffic resources, right? This is all important. This may be the data you need to justify approaching a new market, right? You want to sell your products internationally. Well, what markets want our product? Well, Alibaba will tell you. I mean, look, you can tell that there's a ton of companies looking for USA convenience store goods in Indonesia, right? So this is all good stuff to optimize your storefront and get better performance, right? Here's your service analysis, right? You can go by week or by month. So if we wanted to see what our service looked like in February, our average store response rate and response time, see, that's why those things are important in star rating. Okay, while we have a little bit more time, I want to go through the RFQ market. So let's look and see if the product Red Hot cinnamon candies we uploaded are live. So let's click on my store. So here they are, right? Boom, this is what we did RTS, so they have the option to start an order here, right? They can click this. They have to add a quantity to their cart first. and then start order, and they can transact, right? So that's what I mean by an RTS listing, right? So let's go back here. Let's say I wanted to generate some business for this type of product, right? Well, is this part of what you're paying for in your membership, right? There is an option here, request for quotation. If you click on that, that takes you to what's called the RFQ market. This is a place for buyers to post buying requests and for you to go quote them out. Now, you're not agreeing to anything. It's just a space to engage and meet people. It's like speed dating. So let's do this. We're going to search for cinnamon candies because that's what we just uploaded. There may be nothing out there, but there also may be some things out there. Now, it doesn't have to align exactly perfectly, but you want the main thing is to pass your contact information along, really. So I wanted to go see exactly how this product title is. So let's say cinnamon flavored candy, right? And we're going to go to this is the RFQ market. Remember, click here, request for quotation, and then you can search cinnamon flavored candy, right? Search that. All right, looks like there's nothing. Now I bet you, what if we do cinnamon candy? Okay, what if we do candy cinnamon? You kind of have to play around with it. And this is my point of showing you this demonstration. This is kind of where you can play around a little bit. So it doesn't look like there's much there. So what about candy? All right, so here's all the buying requests for candy. So just for sake of simplicity, I'm going to actually quote out some gummy candy because I know that there's a brand that they want to gain some leads on. So I'm gonna search gummy candy. Oops, gummy candy. And so here's the RFQ market, right? This is the buying request. This is the amount that they're looking for, and this is the country that they're looking. So you can see that there's a company in Morocco looking for 10 cartons, a company in Philippines looking for 2,000 kilograms, right? Don't even really worry about all of that. If there's an area you wanted to concentrate on, let's say the US, and you see that there's someone looking for 100 pieces of private label gummy candy and sweets, right? Then you could quote them out if you're a private label manufacturer, right? But hot selling gummy eyeball candies, just because you don't sell gummy eyeball candies doesn't mean you can't quote them out. That's my main point of showing you guys this. And you can also filter up top here. So you can filter by, let's say we just want to see silver RFQs, which are the higher quantity ones, right? Or the better one, 1,000 kilograms, right? 5,000 pieces in Colombia, right? So you would just scroll through these and you can see all the information, right? Vitamin C gummies, someone's looking for those. So let's go ahead and quote one of these out, right? We actually have these products. Let's quote this out. This would be a good one. We carry this line. So we would import from posted product. You can click on your category. I know that I want the dips. There we go. Select the product. And I import the details. Now, the most important part here is actually not that. It's right here, message to buyer. We're going to put our templated response right in here. That's what you want to do. So we're going to go back to our messages. We're going to copy that templated response. I'm going to paste that in there. So basically we're saying, hey, we see your buying request. If you want more information or to see what products we have in stock, follow these instructions, right? This is a way to kind of go after business. And then you're going to want to, we have to put in pricing, sorry. Pricing right here, I know that we're selling these for $29.99 a pack. Actually, it's a pack of cans, yeah. So for any, you can select anything you want there. and just submit. So we've given them the instructions. Hey, we saw your buying request. If you're interested in any of the products we have, go do this. And then if they do, we're going to get an email notification that says, hey, looks like we got one. Hey, this is my name. I own a trading company in Canada, and we're looking for LTL products, 5,000 packs, right? So there it is on that. So that's a good way to utilize Alibaba's reach to grow your business. So the RFQ markets, after you upload your products, you need to upload your products first so you can import them into the RFQ. But this is a good way to kind of search around, search categories, see what people are looking for. And this is part of your membership, right? You can save your searches. So I've saved searches here, and then it'll start recommending, once you save your searches, it'll just look for other buying requests in that category, in that product type, and it'll send them to you. So it's like a good AI system to use to generate good leads. All right, so we did those two things. So we've gone over product listing types. We uploaded an RTS product. We added products to our showcase. We navigated the product growth system. We went through the daily seller task list and how to qualify buyers and work leads. We went through some star rating metrics and the RFQ market introduction. That's it for today, guys. Now, one thing that's super important, don't leave yet. Most of this content gets posted to our ASTE YouTube channel right here at Alibaba.com USA Sellers. This is I've been working on this program to provide a resource for you guys, and I want you guys to have access to this content when you need it. So this is our ASTE YouTube playlist. It's a great resource. If you want to know how to write a good quotation, there's a video on that. How to set up your company profile, how to activate trade insurance, right? These are, very FAQ-like videos, but also our part 2 advanced presentation today will go on here as well. It usually takes me about 48 hours, but utilize that resource. That's there for you guys. And you'll get a survey after this. Please fill it out and submit it. That's how I continue to better improve this program. I want to hear what you guys need. But before that, the best part about this presentation is the Q&A, right? If you have a question, chances are another seller has the same question. So at the bottom of your screen, there's a chat or a Q&A button. Send in some questions. I'll answer them live. If there's that specific question you have right now, I'll do a live demonstration and show you how to resolve that issue or do that thing. Because chances are you have that question, another seller has the same question. So this is a space to us and engage. We have about 20 more minutes left in the webinar. I usually have really good Q&As. I like that. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to send in some questions, and then I'll answer those live. And so, again, at the bottom of your screen, you should have a Q&A box. Go ahead and send in your questions. I'll get them answered here live. Appreciate that. That's the benefit of attending this, right? Not only do I give you a lot of good information, but if you have any pending questions, right, I can answer them right now. Looks like we have one question's already coming in. Do you have to have trade assurance submitted to sell RTS products? Ooh, good question. Yes, the answer is yes. So in order to transact on the platform, you have to be trade assured. So after you pass business verification, it's virtually in the same, it's in the same process. It's in the same tabs, excuse me. So let me show you. In your seller portal, see, should be here. So, yep, here we go. So in the help center right here, right? If you hover over that business verification, if you click on business verification, that's where you submitted business verification already. It's the same section. So you can see trade assurance right here. So so this is the green check mark for business verification. If you haven't submitted trade assurance, there'll be an option here to submit. It's basically just saying, make sure to have the correct details of your company. If they're going to be pushing that out there, it's nothing to be worried about. It's a liability thing that basically, Alibaba will back you, right? So we just want to make sure that the contact information for your company is correct, and they'll ask for your business EIN and stuff like that, just to make sure you're a legitimate business. Once that trade assurance application is submitted, then you can post RTS products. If you haven't submitted that, you won't be able to post the RTS product like we did today. That's a good question. Wasn't expecting that. Let me show you something else. In your shop tab, there's an option to edit your URL. So edit URL, that's your mini site URL. Now you can only do this once. That's why it's not longer available to you. But if you click on home here in your seller portal and you go to your business facing storefront. So if I go to my shop here, right? This is your URL right here. Everything past the question mark is just nonsense. This is your storefront URL right here, as I showed you in the very beginning, right? So when you first sign up for Alibaba, this part of your URL is actually your member ID. So you want to make sure and update that to your company name for SEO purposes. Make sure your Alibaba is populating #1 on all the SEO platforms like Google and stuff, right? So that's where you do that, is under the shop tab. Edit URL. Just make sure and you spell it right and get it right, because you do only get one kind of shot to do this. I can't open up a ticket and get it changed, but it's sort of a process. So just make sure and check the spelling twice before you submit that. But once you submit that, after 24 hours, the link to your storefront will now be your company name instead of your member ID. That's a good question. Looks like you have another one. Can you tell us the benefits of trade assurance? So the benefits of trade assurance is you're protected, right? You're protected with refunds, right? Things of that nature, damages, right? Now it's limited to $5,000, so you can draft a trade assurance order on Alibaba, and that's basically what that's about, is for trade assurance. And it's limited to $5,000, so you can't do it. If you're selling a container and it's a $30,000 order, that'll obviously take place off the platform. But some buyers want to they trust Alibaba, right? And they just want to send their money through the platform. So submitting trade assurance, make sure that your products are showing to those buyers. And the benefits of that are, if anything happens, like, your back's covered, right? If you get your money stolen, or not refunded, or you ship them product and they don't pay, right? Alibaba's going to cover that for you, right? That's what that means. It's basically order insurance. And you can, in the orders tab here, if you click on that, it's in the top right hand corner. So it's like create a trade assurance order right here, right? So that's what trade assurance is. And the benefit of this is this allows you to use Alibaba as a transactional tool for up to $5,000 and ship through this. So you have to fill in your buyer's email address, contact name, and some buyers only want to transact through the trade assurance. So that's why having trade assurance application submitted is important, so your products are showing to those types of buyers, right? Good question. So yeah, you could essentially create an order, and then you would copy this link, and you could send this link to a potential business and say, hey, go check out here. Any more questions? Keep them coming. I look, guys, I have no problem answering these. I love it. Don't be shy. If there's no such thing as a bad question if you're getting started on Alibaba.com. There's a lot of levels and functions to this platform. It can be confusing for new sellers. It's confusing even for me. So I'm here to help any way I can. I do want to show you again, my contact information's on here. I'm the Director of North America Account Management. You have an account manager assigned to your account if you're a premium or above seller, or standard or above seller, excuse me. So, someone on my team is probably already assigned to your account. This is a resource you can use if you have any questions. If you don't know who that is, or you want to get in contact with them, shoot me an email, right? Whether it's through my Alibaba Inc. email or my Gmail, I check them both every day. It looks like we have another question here. How do I create the application to fulfill the RFQ? Okay, Jacqueline. So in the RFQ market, let me show you. So in your seller portal, when you log in, it looks like this. You're going to have an RFQ market right here. So if you click on that RFQ market, that takes you to the RFQ market, where this is where all the buying requests are. So from here, if you're selling, peanut butter, right? And you want to see people looking for peanut butter, you could type peanut butter search, and you could see all the buying requests that buyers have posted for this type of product, right? So there's someone looking for 3,000 pieces in the US for private label container peanut butter, right? And then you could click quote now. And you could import from your posted product. So we don't sell peanut butter, but if we did, we would type in, we could just type in peanut butter and it would pop up. Yep, Reese's peanut butter cups. You would select something and it'll automatically input the information. The important part is to put the directions here, right? Where you basically say, hey, to order this product, email my sales team at chad.mr@Alibaba, right? You want to give them a way to reach out to you and contact you. That's the most important. And then you would just enter your price, $19.99, and then you would submit that quotation. So I hope that answers your question, Jacqueline. And I do know there's a lot of information to cover. I do know I go through this quickly, but that's why I have all of this posted on our new YouTube channel now, so you can go back and revisit it if I did move a little bit too fast. It's a lot of information in a short amount of time. I understand this, but just know me and my team are here to support you guys. It is a little bit of a longer process getting onboarded, but this is totally normal. This is, the best sellers, you can certainly find success in year one. There's no doubt, especially if you're on top of it. But the best sellers see really good results in year 2, 3, 4, right? Looks like we have a question from Mike here. I got a request to share my business card and try to send them back for my messages, but I can't find it. All right. So if you're looking for your business card, when you log into your portal, just go to your main portal screen. It'll look like this. Under your communications tab, just click on, under your contacts tab, click on business cards received, Mike. Click on business cards received, and that'll take you to your business cards section. There is an option here, actually. There's a little drop down arrow here. If you click this, and you can click on to be connected, that'll show you all the ones you haven't sent. So if you're trying to find that one for that buyer, that's a good way to filter through it. So it looks like there's 2 that I haven't sent yet. So you go ahead and click those. It's best to always click those. So that's if you can't find it, that means you already sent it. So great job. All right, I love it, guys. I appreciate the questions. Well, that looks like about all the questions we have coming in for today. So you're going to get a survey at the end of this. Please fill it out. Appreciate you guys. Let me know, how can I make this better for you? And then I'll see you guys in 2 weeks is the orientation. If you've already attended orientation, I'll see you in 4 weeks for another advanced training. Thank you.